Hi everyone, it's Gina from Gina K Designs and welcome back to another 5-minute card video. Today I'm going to show you a fun technique using Masking Magic strips and a stencil. I'm using the Masking Magic strips and they come in 3 different sizes. I'm going to be using the 1/8 of an inch and the 1/4 of an inch for today's project. I'm going to begin with the skinniest one, the 1/8 of an inch strip. And I'm going to place these strips on an angle at the top right-hand corner of my card project and at the bottom left-hand corner of my card project. So you can see I'm just placing those down and then I am pressing on them, and that's kind of holding the cardstock in place for my stenciling. So I'm trying to make them even on both sides. I'm looking between here at the top and the bottom, and it seems to be fairly even. Now I'm going to use one of the 1/4 inch strips, and I'm going to put one, creating a little space between them, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm creating some larger white openings and some skinnier white openings. I added one more 1/8 of an inch strip on either side, and then I'm going to use some Post-it notes to cover up that little area that's exposed. I don't want any stenciling or any ink to get on that area. Now I'm going to use my Rose Swirl stencil. I love this one. There's so many different positions that you can put it in, so check it on one side, flip it over, check it on the other side, see which direction you want the swirls to go in, and find the perfect spot. I'm using the center of the stencil because it has the most roses there. Once I have that in place, I'm going to tape it down with some washi tape. Now you want to make sure that you don't tape over the Masking Magic strips because they need to stay in place even after you take the stencil off. I'm going to begin with some Turquoise Sea ink, and I'm using a small Gina K Designs blending brush. I'm just going right over each of the roses, and it's okay if you go a little bit outside. That's totally fine. But this allows you to get more deep, vibrant color into smaller areas. And you want to make sure that you don't just fill in what's in the center there, but you want to make sure that you fill in anything that's in the area where the Masking Magic strips are as well. You need to fill all of that in to make sure that those strips have a lot of color. Now I'm using a small Gina K Designs blending brush and some Jelly Bean Green ink to fill in all the leaf areas. And again, it's okay if it goes outside of those leaves. But the small blending brush allows you to get more color and more concentrated color into those areas. Now once that's done, I'm going to carefully take my stencil off, and then I'm going to use a large blending brush with some Turquoise Sea ink, and I'm going to very lightly dust over the entire thing. I want to fill in all of the white areas, even though I don't want them to be as dark as the roses. But I want to make sure that all those white areas are filled in so when you pull these strips off, there aren't any white spaces and you can see those thin lines you created. This is the most fun part of this card, is peeling these strips off. So once I have all the strips off, the rest of the card is really easy to assemble. I cut the word hello from our hello die, and here I'm just popping it right onto the card with a little bit of Connect glue. Then I'm using one of our Birthday Bash sentiment strips, and I cut that out from our Sentiment Strips die set. And then, using the Connect glue in one of our fine tip bottles, I'm placing a few little dots here so that I can add some disco ball sequins to give it a little sparkle and shine. Then I'm applying that right onto a Turquoise Sea card base, and that's my finished card. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's 5-minute card video, and I hope you'll give this technique a try. Stay tuned to my channel for more 5-minute card videos and more Stampin' Chat videos too. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again real soon.